Howdy, my name is Lydia Kithanka, and I'll be discussing the hidden cost, which is convenience. Convenience is whenever a human decides to pick something that makes their life easier. So imagine you are given two choices a day, riding an elevator or going on stairs, deciding to drive 2 minutes to your grocery store or walking 20 minutes to it, or even laying down for 1 hour whenever you could have gotten up and done some movements. The everyday habit of choosing convenience over movement impacts our physical health, our mental health, and our overall quality of life. Deciding to inconvenience yourself and deciding to choose movement over convenience could help your overall health and quality of life. So, choosing convenience often leads to less movement. Due to our modern society, we use a lot of technology that often is created due to making life better, which is AKA convenience. So, we can see this through cars whenever people decide to drive to school, which is about a 20-minute walk, or whenever we see personally on A&M's campus, we see a lot of people ride scooters and bikes, e-bikes specifically, not regular bikes. This lack of movement, as I might say, creates a lot of bad health results and often harms your overall health in the long term. We also see this whenever people are sitting down for entertainment. A lot of children these days, who we call iPad kids, are often connected to their iPads way more than they are whenever they go outside. Their parents often give them their iPad so they don't have to have the burden of watching your kid play at a park or having to take them to sports to socialize with others. This often leads to a lot of not students, it often leads to a lot of kids becoming obese, developing high blood pressure, and etc. And it also affects their social lives, which often affects their mental health. We often see this also in adults whenever adults decide to watch sports all day. Whenever one football game ends, they go to the other, and etc. This often harms the society as more people or as less people are outside, and a lot of people are not inspired to go out and move. Um, yeah. And we also see this through a lot of people being in school and work. Usually at work, people often sit at their cubicles or their desks, which lack a lot of movement. If somebody has an office job, they often just go to their office job 9 to 5, and then after that, they come back home, sit down, eat, and then go to sleep. This leads to a lot of chronic illnesses and it leads to a lower quality of life. We also see this during school whenever people transition to middle school and there's less activities that are forced around you, like recess and even gym these days. Studies have shown that a lot of gym classes for students are not emphasizing too much physical activity, at least in public schools. We also see a lot of physical health problems, such as obesity. A lot of people who are lacking in movement often have obesity, high blood pressure, which also leads to diabetes. Medline Plus in 2017 stated that a lot of children and adults who lack of physical movement, physical activity, often have bad and poor immune system. This leads them to have more slight illnesses like the flu, etc. But those slight illnesses could also lead to having even a worse immune system, which leads to more chronic diseases, as stated. Also, a lot of people who often sit down and do not do a lot of movement have take a lot of calories. A lot of people eat while sitting down, do not take a lot of who also do not work out, and this leads to their muscles degrading. Yeah, so not working out, not walking, very slight movement leads to muscle degradation. And yeah, this is also stated by HU that there was a study that showed that a lot of women who sat down, usually drank a lot of alcohol and ate a lot, which led them to have a lot of type 2 diabetes. This is a major indication that lacking of movement leads to poor health. We also see this in mental health. Harris MA in 2018 stated that a lot of people who do not work out or do not have any sort of physical movement often have anxiety and depression. And Ellington et al. In 2018 also stated that less movement is equals to low quality of life. And low quality of life often leads to depression and other mental illnesses. So to improve the quality of life, we see through the CDC stated that people who join clubs such as the running club at YMCA or sports club usually have a way better quality of life and way better health care. Way better health, such as physical and mental health. We also saw that people who often had a routine, such as calendar routine, wrote things in their calendar, often had a better quality of life. We also want to see people reduce sitting, such as getting up, maybe even going online, a quick little YouTube while watching TV, and doing some very low graded workouts. This will also improve people's physical health. In addition, we could also see this through morning walks and deciding to walk before or after dinner. So overall, it is better to choose inconvenience than convenience so you can have a better health results. Thank you so much.